Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. My name is Soy De Leon, or I am J De Leon, depending on where you know me from. And today's video, I got a very pleasant video to do, which is we are gonna be using VR, in this occasion, the Meta Quest 3 or Meta Quest 3, depending on how you wanna say it, into World Rally Car game. Is right now in the version 1.9 in beta still. I don't know how long they're gonna keep it on beta. However, it works good enough for me to try it, use it, and give you my opinion on it. So we are in the Monaco first stage. Many people have done it already. And as you can see, everything that you can see on a normal game. The only weird thing for me now is that on the VR, the controls are on my right, but on real life, I'm using my left. That is the main difference. But everything else, you can really have a field of movement and check around, which is really cool.
Ya, derecha 4 tarde, pasa cruce, hacia izquierda 5, 30, izquierda 5, no cortar, hacia horquilla derecha tarde, 40. Derecha 6, 30, izquierda 2 pronto, se abre larga, 60.
Things that I like on the VR, compared to playing on the game, on the screen, is that the capacity of looking way ahead on the turn, and you can actually judge the apex, which is amazing in my opinion. And if you go wrong, it sort of feels a bit more, yeah, you went wrong. So here I'm already seeing where I'm going on the bridge rather than where I am right now, which is a huge improvement. I can put my head more into where I want rather than which is a bit more realistic to what I will do in my actual car or while driving. Sometimes even a bit too much. Like for example here I will probably tell a bit less.
Para izquierda 3, mediana 60. Derecha 4, 40. Derecha 5 corta, para izquierda levanta 100. Levanta, a derecha levanta.
It actually makes you a bit better at driving the car.
Cuidado, hacia izquierda 1 se cierra mucho. Hacia derecha 2.
I just need a proper shifter that doesn't change automatically into first. If you forget to put it where it is. Like on here, I can see where the turn is going. It gives you the actual elevation, which is realism aside on the track, you know, how it's being modeled the street, which it can be, you know, it's very dependent on the game. It is very dependent on how the game has been developed. Everything else here, for example, especially on the tight turns, like the hairpins, it really helps to be able to see more of where you wanna be rather than where you are. Here. That one, what? I'm gonna go that way. I'm signaling because obviously I'm inside the game. I'm gonna go there so I can really see already through the passenger's window if I wanna be like where I'm gonna be pointing, which I think is what gives it the most amount of realism. Like here, for example, yes, I'm here, and I'm gonna be here, and then I'm moving to the other side already, and I'm seeing way more of an angle. You can actually see way ahead of where you are. Like, look, I can see the whole turn, so like, it allows you to prepare better. Allows you to be like, okay, so I need to be wider here, which it will make you better at driving in a sort of, in rallies basically, or any game really, but this one, on today's topic, is really rally. So like, you can see where I'm gonna go. Allow you to see any obstacles that, especially on the flat screen, on the 2D, the flat screen, it doesn't really show. It allows you to be a bit more in tune, not only with the road, but also with the road, but also with the car. And I have to say, the WRC is one of the best in terms of mimicking the physics of the car. So like, imagine doing Finland, which is a very fast, crowded by trees stage, or rally in this case. It is a shit your pants moment, especially like during the jumps. And with VR, you're definitely gonna feel that. With the VR, you definitely will feel it. That's not great. Like, I actually clinch. No, too fast. And I did break. To finish. And this is how it will look after you get off the, whole thing. It sort of pulls out. I don't know if it's been reflected properly on the capture card. So there we have it. That's sort of how the VR experience is in the WRC. I really like it. I really like how much ahead you can see the turns, how much you can prepare for the turns. You not only have to be reactive, but you also can preempt any of the turns, or like any of the, any bumps or anything like that happens on the track. There's a couple of things that I need to improve with the VR. I think like it can be a bit smoother. Also, the whole changing menus and then changing to the game, sometimes it feels like, or maybe it's not connected, because you just see the flat screen on the VR, and then you get into the car, it's actually working. Things like that, it can be a bit confusing. However, they do work. Even if being a beta, if you have played Dirt Rally 2, I think it's the name, or like the 2.0 Dirt Rally, whatever the name is, it is the same vibe, and is obviously not a finished, polished product yet. That's why it's still in beta. However, it works. And if you want to improve, if you want to, have a more realistic approach to rallying or any type of game, obviously VR is the way forward. Nothing will give you the same depth perception and like being able to judge corners and all of that like the VR. However, the biggest drawback for me is that the VR, it can be really tiring. On using MetaQuest, one of the biggest downside of the MetaQuest for me is the battery life. However, I found this cheap contraception. I think that's not the word, but you know what I mean. Like, this whole thing is I got it on Amazon. It was like 39 quid, and it is basically like a headset that makes a bit more comfortable. One that comes with the MetaQuest is a bit annoying because it sort of move up and down, and if you wanna share your device with anyone, it's a bit annoying to take it out and in and so on. And the good thing about it, it comes with a very sort of powerful battery. It's a 7,500 milli whatever amps, and it's literally kind of plug and play. So you just put it on the back, make it slot it into place, which is this cable runs all the way to here. So all of this can be changed. It's very easy to change. It took me 2 minutes to change, and it adds battery life to the MetaQuest battery, because it's as soon as you play and it sort of recharges as you go. Also, this battery is quite heavy, and the fact that it's on the back, it helps to really compensate for how heavy this thing is. It's something that you might want to look into it. I'll leave the link. Like, it's one of those Amazon things, so like it's very cheap. It really works. I've been using it now for like a whole week and a half. One thing with that, if you're using headphones, or you want to use the headphones connected to the MetaQuest, which you can, that's the port for it. If you want to use the headphones, my recommendation is in-ear headphones. Get comfy ones, the one that, you know, that go maybe around the ears and they're in-ear, because the big ones with this new thing, something like this, it will crash. Like, it won't fit. That is it for the video today. Like, as always, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't done so, and if you are new to the channel, remember that I'm doing all my content now in English, and I will put also an audio track in Spanish. If you like the video, as I said, like, subscribe, and spread the love. Until then, ciao.